Marinella for us is our reporter, Craig Slater. Craig, very misty there. Any sign of Lewis?
Any sign of Craig, even?
I'm afraid, yes, your timing is very unfortunate because Lewis Hamilton has just flashed past in the last few seconds, but I think you may have the footage there. So if you can just stay with us there, presumably you can see the images which I have just witnessed in the last few seconds. In fact, there he is again. But this, the historic first lap of Lewis Hamilton in the red Ferrari car. 105 victories, 104 poles in his career, 7 world championships. He's 40 years of age now. Can he complete what he hopes to describe as the masterpiece of his career with an 8th championship at the most famous team in Formula One? I'm jam-packed in here. There's more than 1,000 Ferrari fans. In fact, I'm so packed in I can't quite see the entire number that have gathered around here to catch this first glimpse of Lewis in the red car. But Hamilton looking to follow the likes of Mike Hawthorne, Britain's first world champion, who was a Ferrari world champion in 1958. John Surtees, who won the championship with Ferrari. Others who didn't, the likes of Eddie Irvine, Nigel Mansell, Peter Collins, who had a tragic end to his career at Ferrari. Many great drivers have come to this team hoping they could emulate the likes of Fangio and Schumacher and make themselves not just a great world champion, but a great Ferrari world champion, which means so much more. It's I suppose, the ultimate achievement in this sport. This was Lewis on his first lap. Just to explain, this is a kind of filming publicity day Ferrari are able to do with an old car. It's not this year's car, it's the 2023 Ferrari. However, the current car will be an evolution of this one, so it will be useful for Hamilton to get a feel for what Ferrari power is like. And remember, he's driven a Mercedes engine car for his entire career. He'll be able to feed back on how his seat feels. He would have had that seat fitting just a few days earlier, how the steering wheel functions, and just the general feel of the brakes in certainly very unrepresentative conditions here. It's cold, it's under 10 degrees, there's fog as well. He isn't using racing Formula One tyres, but academy tyres, which are inferior in performance. But he'll get a few impressions today which will enable him to interface with his engineers and the rest of the team. And in fact, dealing with the likes of Riccardo Adami, who will be his race engineer for the new season, and beginning to pick up a rapport with him and the rest of his team, who he'll work with over the course of the season, is one of the other purposes of today. I can hear the noise of the engine in the distance, so I'm wondering if he is going to complete a second lap here. That was the first installation lap. We've managed to catch, which is great, to bring that to Sky Sports News viewers ahead of everyone else. But an emotional first lap, I'm sure it would have been as well for Hamilton. He's talked about how he always preserved the dream of competing in red, even though he was with Mercedes from a boy, won his first title with McLaren, and then had that incredible period of dominance at Mercedes in recent years. An association which enabled him to have a huge influence off the track as well, and make such a difference, not just to motorsport, but to the wider motorsport industry, and enabling underrepresented groups to gain a foothold in that business. Now at Ferrari, is he going to top things off with that 8th championship? It's going to be tough. His teammate Charles Leclerc scored more points than anyone else after the summer break last season, but in a sense that also shows that maybe a championship is possible in this debut Ferrari season. He came so close to a championship in his first F1 season. Many people feel he should have 8 titles already, given what happened in Abu Dhabi in 2021. But over 1,000 Ferrari fans here, and I just wonder, we'll gauge some of their views as well, but tremendous support and warmth for Lewis Hamilton, and I hope that, yes, he can be the man to bring glory back to that team. Remember, they haven't won a championship since 2007 and Kimi Räikkönen.